Good morning. Good morning. Hi. I'm glad to see everyone here safe and sound and looking ready for educational information. I wanted to first welcome you and thank you all for coming. I wanted to also let you know that the coffee breaks will take place in the room next door to us. So if you just exit here during those breaks and go into the room next door, we'll have coffee and refreshments for you there. And also, FYI, for many of the speakers, big green button, that is the button that moves to your next slide. So it's right here. A lot of people use the side to side. I just wanted you to be aware it's a big green button at the top. Right. So welcome. I wanted to first introduce our co-chair and the CEO and chairman of Unither Therapeutics, which is sponsoring this particular event, Dr. Martine Rothblatt. I wanted to tell you a little bit about her, and then we'll welcome her up. Dr. Rothblatt started Sirius Satellite Radio in 1990 and has served as its chairman and CEO until she left the satellite communications industry and began a career in pharmaceuticals. She earned her PhD in medical ethics at the Royal London College of Medicine and Dentistry, and Dr. Rothblatt launched Unither Therapeutics Corporation in 1996. She has also served as its chairman and CEO since its inception. She has written a number of books on various topics, including Your Life and Mine, Resolving the Conflict Between Public and Private Interests in Xenotransplantation, and she's also written books on any topic from Middle Eastern peace to scientific knowledge. So please give a very warm welcome to our co-chair, Dr. Martine Rothblatt.
Thanks so much, Temple, and thank all of you for traveling, in some cases, literally halfway around the world to attend this conference. It's a great pleasure to see again several friends and to meet so many new people who are working in fields that are near and dear to all of our hearts. I'd like to start off expressing my great appreciation to the two people that are most responsible for making this conference possible, Temple Fortson and Genesis Rothblatt. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, and thank you so much. Everything could not have been better organized. I'd like to give just a few introductory remarks and then move right into our first topic. And the introductory remarks are going to be pretty much of a nature of why we're here and what our expectations are for the conference. So one question is, why combine nanomedicine and telemedicine together in the conference? And to the best of my knowledge, this is probably the first conference to have combined these two topics together. The reason is that I think there are three interesting points of synergy between nanomedicine and telemedicine. First, that each of these two fields endeavor to achieve some kind of functional substitution of either human body signaling or molecules. Now, we ordinarily think of the nanomedicine as accomplishing more of a functional substitution of molecules, and telemedicine as a functional substitution of signaling. But of course, nanomedicine can also accomplish a substitution of signaling as well. A second point of synergy is that both telemedicine and nanomedicine provide heightened therapeutic precision. So often when we are trying to accomplish something medically, it's about location, 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 or delivery, delivery, delivery. We're trying to get somewhere precise and avoid collateral damage. and either through telemedicine's ability to tell us where we are or what's going on in one particular place, or nanomedicine's ability to be ever more precise in where we're going, both of these two fields allow us this sort of holy grail of heightened therapeutic precision. And finally, both are elements of what's becoming known as sort of a personalized medicine revolution. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach to diseases where we classify a set of symptoms, call the disease, and treat everybody the same, instead understanding the unique rollout of disease in each individual person as a result of their own genetic polymorphisms and their own likely response to pharmaceuticals because of their unique genomic profile. This coming age of personalized telemedicine, where we treat each individual person's cancer, each individual person's manifestation of cardiovascular disease uniquely, is highly dependent on success in telemedicine and nanomedicine. Ultimately, when we're talking about a functional substitution of body signaling and molecules, we're really beginning to talk about creating a human body version 2.0. And I know that several of you here today are already working on important pathways leading to some kind of a hybridization of man-made materials and flesh. And of course, I'm not sure we ever want to be there, but as an icon, it kind of shows the direction that we are going in terms of a human body version 2.0, trying to make some improvement over the conditions that lead to morbidity and mortality today. With regard to heightened therapeutic precision, I think one way to look at this is that telemedicine provides us with greater temporal precision, while nanomedicine provides us with greater spatial precision. And ultimately, if we can have wirelessly networked nanomedical devices, we will be able to achieve both a heightened temporal, in other words, know what's going on when, and spatial, know what's going on where, and move it to where we want it to be. And so our goal is just to keep increasing precision both in the time and space domains, and both telemedicine and nanomedicine are key to achieving that. Just one slide on the personalized medicine revolution I mentioned earlier. A beautiful thing about medical nanobots is that because each one is custom designed, they can be designed to be flexible enough to accommodate personalized medicine issues. And if something is not working right the first time, we can reprogram something which is constructed intentionally by us, such as a medical nanobot, rather than going much closer back to the drawing board in the case of tweaking natural molecules or organic biochemistry. And as we will understand from tomorrow's keynote lecture by Dr. Bourges, medical telemetry allows us to reveal individual medical status. Dr. Bourges will be talking about his revolutionary implantable pulmonary hemodynamic monitor, and many of you, I think, will be discussing in your talks or in your fields other medical telemetry, especially tomorrow, which is more devoted to telemedicine, that allows us to also understand individual biochemistry status. Why Unither Therapeutics? Because frankly, our company is not today doing anything in nanomedicine per se, and while we are an active telemedicine company, we don't have any implantable telemedicine devices. But we are we are a profitable company, and oh, it's not going to go back. So sorry about that. Can I send it back here?
No, that's to the computer.
Okay.
Right here to the.
Oh, this one. Yeah, obviously. Thank you. There we go. So why United Therapeutics? We are a profitable company from medicines that are approved by the FDA and Canadian Health Department and the European Union and other countries around the world. And we've had the benefit of having some really great mentors at United Therapeutics, including the first chair of our scientific advisory board, Sir John Vane, and the current chair of our scientific advisory board, Dr. Barry Blumberg. And both of those have really helped me understand as a newcomer to the pharmaceutical industry the importance of recycling profits into moving forward the state-of-the-art in thinking in medicine and health sciences. Much like the famous Merck lectures of the 20th century. And hence, every year we convene an annual John Vane conference on prostacyclin science with researchers from throughout the world contributing their insights. Every year we host an annual distinguished lecture on virology at Oxford, where experts speaking on different types of viruses. Our most recent lecture reviewed the state-of-the-art in HIV vaccines, provide their lectures. So it's a real pleasure for us to recycle some of our profits into advancing the state-of-the-art. And hence, we are thinking that this conference, one that brings together the most creative and progressive thought leaders in the fields of nanomedicine and telemedicine, can help move forward the state-of-the-art in what we believe to be sort of the next decade in medicine, and therefore a very appropriate thing for one of the most profitable biotechnology companies in the US to be doing. Another question I'm sure is high in everybody's mind: why Magog? Because it's off the beaten path. It's the path less traveled, which I think almost all of us are in our fields today because we enjoy the path less traveled. It is the headquarters of our Canadian arm of our company, which makes it easier to help manage and maintain the conference here. Also, I'm sure all of you veteran conference goers are well aware with how distracting some environments can be, and you begin to, even though there's some fascinating stuff going on in the conference, sometimes there's a beautiful, warm, sunny beach outside the conference, and people can drift away. So I don't think anybody's going to drift outside during the next few hours. It's also brings us to the third bullet here of what is it that we're really expecting to get out of this conference. And all that we're really expecting to get out is for individuals who are normally very busy in their day-to-day responsibilities, but share a passion for the future of nanomedicine or the future of telemedicine, to have 2 or 3 days to get together in a relaxed environment, exchange ideas, swap email addresses and phone numbers, move each other's thinking in a few areas that you might not otherwise have thought about. I call this really basic research for the mind. You know, sometimes you need to have a couple of days when you are undirected, and all of us right here are the lab. And what we're doing is just exchanging thoughts, exchanging ideas. And as, again, I'm sure you know very well from your own experiences, some of your best insights and perhaps strongest motivations and best collaborations have come out of undirected, uncontrolled open, basic research type of processes. And that's what we hope to achieve here today. I'd like to also now introduce my co-chair, Barry Blumberg. He won't be coming up to the podium until lunch, when he has graciously agreed to step in for Ray Kurzweil and provide 2 keynote lectures on both fascinating topics within Barry's background. Unfortunately, Ray Kurzweil could not make it at the last moment, but Barry, who I've had the honor of sitting in his lectures, he provides amazing lectures, has agreed to step up to the plate. Barry is a veteran of nanotechnology. He discovered a 40 nanometer piece of natural nanotechnology, a very nasty natural piece, the hepatitis B virus, and received the Nobel Prize for that and related discoveries. He also found a way to telegraph the B virus's presence to us, and we call that telegraphing the hepatitis B virus test. And I would call that, I've never seen this exact phrase, but maybe I have subconsciously, I would call it wet telemedicine, because without that test, people wouldn't know whether or not they were infected with HBV. And then was a instrumental member of the team that developed a beautiful nanomedical weapon, in this case, the HPV vaccine, which is being credited with saving over 100 million lives to date. As many of you may be aware, as much as a third of the world's population is endemically infected with the HPV virus, and that virus often manifests itself in cancer, liver cancer. So this vaccine has also been called the first vaccine against cancer. So I think that Barry's own life and accomplishments demonstrate for us in an analogous fashion how information plus direct contact, which I would call telemedicine plus nanomedicine, is a very powerful combination. I know that there are some nanotechnology purists that would object to me calling some of this natural stuff nanomedicine, but since Eric Drexler's not in the room, I guess I can get away with that. So Barry, thank you very much for co-chairing the conference with me. Barry will introduce and moderate all of the panels tomorrow and will be our keynote speaker today. So that concludes my introductory remarks, and I hope I've given everybody a rough feel for why we're here and what we're doing. I'd like to now introduce the first panel, and basically the structure that we'll have is we'll bring up one speaker at a time, and each speaker will give their presentation, and afterwards take a seat at the speaker's panel table, and then I'll moderate a Q&A period afterwards. Our first session is entitled Technology Development Pathways for Medical Nanobots, and our first speaker for this session is Dr. Selmar Bingsford. Selmar specializes in the logical, mathematical, and philosophical foundations of artificial intelligence and cognitive science, as well as in building AI systems that appear creative with human-level capacity. Selmar received a PhD from Brown University and is the author of the critically acclaimed What Robots Can and Cannot Do. I'd like to, I think there's, for this type of a conference, when it's crucial that we bring intelligence into the smallest machines that we can construct and find a way for that intelligence to be shared throughout a wide network of the machines and ex vivo with us. I couldn't think of a better person to start off the proceedings, then Dr. Banks Ford. So Selmar, please join me at the podium. Thank you.